In this video, I will explain and analyze some morphological phrases, as well as the syntactic diagram tree and the morphological tree. Let's remember a little about what morphology is. It explains the internal structure of words and the process of word formation. Then I will begin by explaining what a morphological analysis is. It consists of determining the form, class, or grammatical category of each word in a sentence. Morphological analysis can be done in two ways: words and phrases. Words. The objective in the morphological analysis of words is to separate the lexeme and the morpheme of the word, where the lexeme indicates the root of the word and the morpheme indicates the number, gender. Sentence. The objective of the morphological analysis of the sentence is to separate the parts of the sentence and indicate what each of the parts that make up the sentence is. To perform the analysis of a sentence, the following parameters must be taken into account. Words determined equally is if it is pronoun, noun, verb, adjective, determiner, etc. Gender, number, conjugation, person, time, mode, etc. In case the word is shorter, I will give an example of a morphological word and we will analyze it. The first example is the word irregularly. I will separate the lexeme and the morpheme. The morpheme is irregular. We find a first prefix that will be ir, and on the other side a suffix that will be li, so as not to get confused and get entangled in the tree. We will start by putting the suffix on the right side and prefix on the left. Before that, we will take in the regular morpheme. We will place a line in the shape of a tree, and before putting the suffix on the right side, we have to determine if the word regular is an adjective, adverb, noun, etc. We can determine that it is an adjective, but if we coin the word regularly by putting the suffix "li" on the right side, the word together is an adverb. As the word only had a suffix, we have finished on the right side. We will continue putting the prefix that is on the left side, putting a line. Now that we have finished with the suffix and prefix, in conclusion, the whole word irregularly is an adjective. In this way, we have concluded that gone with the first example of a morphological tree. Example 2, but that's not all. Longer words with more prefix and suffix can be presented more extensive morphological tree, such as the word disrespectfully. We follow the same procedure so as not to get lost when it comes to arranging the tree. The main morpheme is the word respect. We have as prefix this and as to suffix full and like. In the same way we center the word respect, remember that to start with the first suffix the word respect. Being alone is a noun, and we find full as the first suffix, and if we coin respectful, the word becomes adjective. We put the line up and we go with the second suffix, which is like. Now we have the word respectfully, and this becomes an adverb. These are the two suffixes that now had the prefix in this serious word this. And putting this respectfully together, we can conclude that the whole word is an adverb. And finally, as a third example, is the word incomprehensibility. The morpheme of this word is pre-end, and we find that the word alone is an adverb. The first suffix that we find is ity. This time we find civilly, but civil, they are not a suffix, so there is only the suffix ity. Then if we go in pre-empty, it is an adjective, and side it is the only suffix of the word we pass to the prefix. On the left side that is in, and the complete word incomprehensibility is a noun. We have finished with the analysis of the morphological three, and I, as explained at the beginning, the difference of the words and sentence in the sentence is where the syntactic tree diagrams comes in below. For example, is a noun phrase. We add two lines, the first for the first word that is the. We range the analysis of the word by putting that a noun phrase. It makes up of a determiner, an article, and that takes us to the first word that is the. We are going to accommodate part by part so as not to confuse use, and that is why we put lines. In the same way, the noun phrase is made up of a noun. In this case, it is replaced in the sentence as apple. And to finish on the side, the noun phrase is also made up of an auxiliary. In this case would be the is. From that side, I remind. Now we go to the right side. To break down the verb phrase, we see that it is made of a phrase, preposition, noun phrase, a determiner, an adjective, to replace it with the word read. And this is how the syntactic diagram looks with the first example. But we can fit longer sentence. For example, we meet eating pizza in a park. In this sentence, we identify a noun phrase, verb phrase, and noun phrase at the end. We represent them in the following way in the middle on an S of sentence. From the line on the left side, a noun phrase. Dividing the sentence, we find a determiner, an article, and the sentence it is represented as we. In the same way, a noun is present that in the sentence is replaced as meet. And we have concluded with the first part of the sentence. Now we've moved on to the other part, which is the verb phrase. It is made up of a verb that will be eating, the same as a noun phrase, and contains a noun that it would be pizza. And for the last part of the sentence, we find a noun phrase, which is going to be formed in the following way: and phrase preposition for the preposition in the same way, the noun phrase is a det for a determiner, an article for a noun for park. And to finish the last example, I am painting my garage is divided into noun phrase and a verb phrase, we center an is to emphasize that it is from sentence on the left side. We will begin with the noun phrase that has determined an article, and it will be I am. And on the right side, we will have the verb phrase, which is made up of a verb, which in the sentence will be painting, is broken down from a phrase preposition, and the preposition of the sentence is mine. The noun is concluded in the noun phrase, which will be garage. Here we go. Okay. Finally, this will be the explanation on this topic, and 3 is nothing more than a way to visualize the structure of a sentence. It is a purely formal notation without any substance. Precisely for this reason, we want it to be as clear and representative as possible. We want it to show a relevant relationships in the sentence without confusion.